Dog is so addicted with rocks. But this video is not going to be all about that. Got the 77 GMC General, which I'm kind of fixing up here, but this right here is a 1974 International Harvester. I don't know what model number it is, but it's been restored / resurrected, and it's been sitting here in this spot for last time it was been running was like 6 months ago, nearly 7 months ago. The last time it's been started, and it's pretty windy out. I don't know how this video is gonna be. The bucket did broke. We're trying to weld it, bolt the pieces on just for it to not break off again. So that's what brought this thing here. It's been a while since this thing has been fired up. You can tell it's not been moved because how rusty the tracks are, but plus how it's sinking into the ground where the grass is starting to grow around the tracks itself. So let's get started on this cold start, shall we? We actually put a turn off fuels thing right there. Gonna flip that. Oh, it's been left on this whole time. Huh. Hope this thing can fire up. Oh, that seat's real dusty. Guess you gotta do what you have to do. Especially for something that sat for 7 months. Didn't really ran. '74 International Harvester. Fuck. You know, I never really made a video on this. I've been wanting to make a video on this thing, but I never really got the chance to. But now I finally get to show this really piece of American history to you guys. There's not many of these things around anymore. There's probably like 2 or 3 of these things left on the earth, I would assume. There's a good old power shift. I'm surprised it's got a 4-speed for forward and a 4-speed for reverse. The switch right there is for the backup alarm, which that thing is loud as piss. See how many hours are on it. Let's see what this thing does for 7 months. Oh, there we go. I thought the battery was dead. So it's a neutral. This is for the hand throttle. Usually it's a good idea to start off kind of high. This thing is going to stink like shit. Just you wait. Look at all that smoke. The engine sounds really good because it's been rebuilt. International. I can't move the bucket because it might break the thing, so it sucks I can't get a clip of that. And it's smoking like hell. It's not because the engine is bad or anything like that. We're running really old diesel fuel in this thing. So it takes a while for it to clear up. That's that backup alarm I was telling you guys about. Still has the original mount thing for the rippers, but the previous owner who owned this thing before, that owned a farm, he cut off the original rippers, and then he just modified for just for a towing hook. But yeah, everything else has been doing pretty well on it. It does have some problems with it. It is kind of leaking some kind of fluids here and there, but it always fires up and goes. Oh yeah, we bent the shit out of this rim just to help pick up. We put that tire like under here just to help pick up the track so we can get under this thing and check everything. But it bent the shit out of that rim. Ah, look at that rust. This right here is a brand new seat. The shifter tower has been rebuilt. It's got new hydraulic hoses, new gauges. This RPM gauge came out of an old fire truck. It's got a new air filter housing. This had to be retro made. I don't think that's from... Oh yeah, the original headlights had been replaced by some aftermarket ones. So that one is burnt out. It's got some real bright floodlights. See, yeah, it's been pretty much rebuilt. It's got new hoses. Well, these ones been painted over, as you can see, but they're new. Hydraulics, rams, they're still work. They still good. The one on the driver, or the one on the left-hand side, is leaking. It's got new tracks, new sprockets, new rollers. The new chain thing that the track bolts onto. This bucket had to be pretty much homemade. The previous owner also cut the track loader bucket thing off, so we had to retro make this one out of metal, as you can see. It's been cut off here originally, but we had to make this whole new, what's this fucking clam thing. Had to be homemade. It took like a decade to do it. And it actually took like, I don't know, I think I can't really remember. It was around 2003 or so, and so when we got this thing. Yeah, but it's got a homemade bucket on it. But as you can hear, that the engine runs nice and smooth. Runs real smooth. It's actually been balanced, so this thing doesn't rattle or anything, doesn't shake. It just runs absolutely smooth. The story behind this tractor, that it was somewhere around in the 80s where this thing had retired due to the grease ram gave out, so you can't be using this thing for too much longer until the track would come off the rollers. So that's the story behind this thing. Bought it around 2003, brought it all the way from here. I can't remember the place where we got this thing from, but it's real far from California. But yeah, it took a long time to get this thing fixed up and back on the dirty kind of roads. But yeah, it's got new rollers, like I said, new sprockets, new tracks. It's absolutely rebuilt. We actually stripped this thing to the chassis when we rebuilt this thing. There's a lot of story behind this thing. Now, actually, I have some photos of before and after, but I don't know where they're at. They're somewhere in my house over here, my shitty old house. But I have some photos when we had this thing completely ripped apart, and I think I have some photos of us putting in the rebuilt engine, and I think we have some photos of us replacing the tracks and all that. Just like photos from 2004 and shit like that, when we were rebuilding this thing. But a decade later, look at it. Starts up, put a key in, starts up and drives. We actually had this right near, the last job this thing went through was like fucking like 5 years ago. When this thing was somewhat optional, we actually took this thing to TJ. They want us to tear down or move some dirt around. But yeah, they had some other fucking idiot over there that really wanted to challenge us on this, I would assume, but man, I don't know what to say, but it's just cold. I just wanted to make this cold start video. I think I'll make another cold start video on this Astro again. I don't know. But back to the TJ thing, they wanted us to haul away all the tires, dirt, and shit like that, just to make it clean in that little area. But we kind of got screwed over. We didn't get paid, so this is how this tractor wound up here. Plus, because we had some other problems. But no, we're not working for that border or anything like that. If any of you guys are from Mexico or watching this, we're not doing anything like that. We just had to clean up some trash with this thing. But yeah. Yeah, it's still taking a little bit of work, like I'm saying. It still needs a little bit of work on the bucket. The bucket broke off on the two of the I don't know what the fuck. I don't really know that much about this fucking thing, but we have to put bolts on to help support the bucket without it falling off, because we had a hard time welding this back on when it broke in TJ. But throughout, it's a good working machine. Has low hours on it before we even did anything with it. It's a, like again, it's a 1974 International Harvester. I don't know what model it is. If any of you guys know the model number is, just let me know. But hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll probably make some more videos on this thing. This is like the first video I made on this thing. I've been wanting to make this video on this tractor since when I first kicked off the channel. But here it is, finally. Probably the next video is us just driving this thing out of here. Putting it on our lowboy trailer, but yeah. Peace, guys.